Then the question becomes, why don't more people become wiser as they age?
Probably it's important for us to look at individual factors and collective factors and social factors. Individually, it's clear, as Gina's spoken about in her therapeutic work, we all have blocks and barriers to looking inside, to facing our own experience, to looking at our mortality and the challenges we face. Collectively, society functions in part as a kind of collective avoidance system, and that is fostered, particularly in our own time, by a great deal of advertising, seduction with tranquilization with the trivial, as the philosopher Kierkegaard spoke of. And then globally, there are these great crises facing us, which can be overwhelming for any of us.
And I do truly think that it is meaningful what we do at this time, Roger, when you talk about that we are at a choice between wisdom or catastrophe, and here we all are, the most educated class, living longer, etc. And maybe we have something to do with tilting it in one direction or the other. I think we do, actually. I think it's a calling of this generation, or the generation from millennials to post-boomers, to make a difference.
Yeah. And one of the callings of our time may be for us to make the wisest responses we can to these very novel and very enormous challenges that we face both as societies and as a civilization. And the fate of our civilization may depend on the wisdom of the choices we make.
I like that famous saying about he who does not learn from experience is doomed to relive it, something like that.
Right.
And certainly from a political standpoint, when governments make the same error, haven't we been this route before? Didn't it end badly before? That's a kind of national wisdom, but then it applies to us personally too.